Hello YouTube, this is Mr. Shining Time. I'm making this video because I saw something a few minutes ago that was really disturbing. It really shook my frame of mind to see something like this, because it's so dangerous and it's so wrong. It's so just I don't even know how to describe it. It turns my stomach just seeing it. Just seeing the images that people put out there, the symbols that they put into the public, and try to sway people's perceptions and opinion. I was on Facebook and I saw this video about an artist named Jon Mcnaughton. If you haven't heard of him, his last name is spelled, I believe, Mcnaughton. He's this artist that's getting a lot of attention from his paintings. And some of his paintings have political themes to them. And I want you to type his name into Google and go look at some of his paintings go to his website and look at his paintings under the patriotic section. And the painting that this man made, he made several of them involving Obama. The images and the symbolism in these paintings are dangerous. They're dangerous for the American public, but especially they're dangerous for African Americans. The type of image that this man is putting out there. And he's getting widespread support from a lot of people in this country in his paintings. Now, when I saw some of the paintings and I studied them, and it really made me sick looking at these paintings. Especially the one he entitles "One Nation Under God." I mean, this type of painting, this type of message that is being sent is so destructive to black people. And this is the type of message that has been put out there in so many forms of media for so many years. You know, I'm struggling to make this video because I'm so mad. I'm so upset at this type of symbolism and this type of message, and it's still prevalent today. These types of messages and themes are still here, even today in the 2012, where we're supposedly in a post-racial society. It's still here, and we still need to watch out for this. We need to keep our heads on a swivel and understand the mind games and the type of propaganda that these people are putting out here. I'm just going to break down one of his paintings so you can see the type of garbage that is out there, the type of message that is being sent to future generations. And this message is what puts your life and your freedom, your very existence, in jeopardy. I cannot stress the seriousness of gaining knowledge and learning and being able to recognize these types of things when you see them. The painting by Jon Mcnaughton is called "One Nation Under God," and if you have a chance, I recommend you go look at this painting. Especially if you're an African American, look at this painting because it is very, very important. The first thing I want to point out to you is Jesus, who dominates the center of the picture. Notice his appearance. Notice what he's wearing. In his hand, he's holding the U.S. Constitution. And behind him is a halo of light, pretty much. Now, what this painting is trying to say is that Jesus himself handed down the U.S. Constitution. Now, mind you, the U.S. Constitution has been amended several times. The original Constitution did not have anti-slavery in there. It didn't have women's voting rights in there. But they want this man, who I believe is a Mormon, I haven't looked, he wants you to believe that the U.S. Constitution was given to Americans by God But God conveniently forgot the part about equality, the part about not owning your fellow man as property, the part about giving the women who bear your children a say in the government. God doesn't mention that in the Constitution. No, it takes a war. It takes years and years of death and abuse and struggle on behalf of people to gain their freedom. But what really pissed me off about this painting is the people in the painting. The people in the painting are what is so important to recognize the type of image, the type of thought process, the mental framework that people have in America. Now, I counted the people in this painting, okay? There are 6 non-white individuals in this painting, and there are about 56 or 57 people in the painting altogether. There are 6 non-white individuals in this painting, and there are 5 blacks and 1 Native American. More importantly than that, I want you to recognize who's not in the painting. The only prominent African Americans in the painting in the entire American history, 230 something years, 36 or 37 years. In 236, 30 something years, there's only 2 African Americans that this man saw fit to put in his painting. And they're all the way in the fucking back, in the last fucking row of the painting. Frederick Douglass and Harriet Tubman. Those are the only 2 African Americans he put in the painting. The only 2 African Americans he saw fit to put in this painting that is supposed to represent all of America. And they're all the way in the fucking back. You can barely see them. It's disgusting, man. This painting is really disgusting to me. There are no Asians in the painting. There are no Latinos in the painting. None. Significant groups, ethnicities that have contributed greatly to this country's history. The Native American, the one Native American is some Sequoia or something like that's her name. She's all the way in the back. There's no other Native Americans in this painting. None. Not any others. Martin Luther King is not in this painting. W.E.B. Du Bois is not in this painting. Maya Angelou, nowhere in the painting. Rosa Parks, a woman who was the catalyst for the Montgomery bus boycott, nowhere in the painting to be found. It's like the whole entire civil rights and struggle for freedom is just glossed over in this painting. This is the type of symbolism that is put out there every day. It is the downplay of any type of contribution to American history by any other ethnicity other than Europeans. And this is the type of message that they push in our schools. This is the type of education that they give to our children in the public schools. You see, a child will look at this painting and they do not have the proper context. They do not have the grasp yet to understand what is really going on in this painting. And they see this painting, especially an African American child, and they only see 2 prominent people way in the back. What does that do for their psyche, for their sense of self-worth, for their sense of humanity, for the contribution that their people have made? Way in the back. This is what this man thinks of African American contribution to U.S. history. The boy who's pointing to the Constitution, the tiny little boy, is supposed to represent all peoples of all colors and nationalities. But what is the boy's color? What is his nationality? What is his ethnicity? You have to look at this painting. I hope you look at it and see the underlying message, see the underlying currents that run throughout American history and how it relates to this painting. These types of messages, while I don't believe in censoring people and censoring their freedom of expression and freedom of speech, but some people put out messages that are inherently dangerous, that are inherently destructive, that damage an entire group of people. And I take it as an insult that this type of painting, that this man could make such a painting, that is supposed to encompass all of American history, sort of, to represent America. You know, it's sad that these types of images exist today, and that they are made and continue this sort of lie, this sort of revisionist history. That's all I wanted to say. Thanks for listening.